Here we are with, well, back at it, Saturday again. Turned the car round and moved it. So I need to be able to step back and check proportions. The other side looks really nice all the way around. Moving it into this workshop meant I could step back and look at that side. I'll put a couple of pictures up. But now let's start on the other door, start wheeling up the skin for this. Luckily I've already made the rear side window, the door bottom, so I've only really got to make the door skin and the rear quarter skin, and then can start putting it together. Let's do it. So I've laid on the floor just to see how much it's raised so far. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch, not very much. I'm guessing there's probably about an inch of crown on it. So the middle needs to be stretched a lot more into a curve. So carry on the wheel. It's quite a big panel to do on your own. Really could do with 2 people, but till I clone myself, I'll just have to do it on my own. So we've now got a reasonable amount of crown on it. Somebody started a lawnmower up outside. Yeah, it's, I don't know, probably over 1/2 an inch of crown on it now. Which, that wasn't touching the ground. I'm going to shrink down this edge a little bit because the car changes shape as it goes from front to back. The front edge of the door, this side, is straighter top to bottom than the back edge of the door. So I'm going to shrink this edge a little bit and probably along the bottom here to try and sort of put more curve into this area and less in this, but still have a crown in the middle. Well, let's see what happens. It's only metal, we can always buy some more. So I think what I'm going to do now is take this door skin off, because it isn't really the right shape anyway. It's pretty close, but it's sort of holding the new skin off in sort of the wrong places. I don't know whether that makes sense or not, but you're not getting a true, it should be touching the door all around the edges, and at the moment it's sort of touching in various different places, which is making it spring. What I'm doing here is just sanding the corner off. Where the skin is folded around, if you just sand through the corner, the outer skin pops off and then you can just peel the folded piece off. There'll be a couple of spot welds around it, but it's by far the quickest way of doing this. That took what, a couple of minutes? Something like 5 minutes maybe. Let's get this off. Now we can see how much rot there was, the amount of rust all the way around the edges, so we can clean all that up. Obviously I've got the new bottom to go in here, which we made last week. Yeah, let's try the skin on and see how it looks. So it's not too far off. It does need more crown in it. I'm probably going to put the door bottom in now because the frame is all floppy, and that will it'll just give us a great straight sort of base to take all this off. So I'm going to cut this out, start getting the door bottom in, and then I'm going to put it back on the car, the door frame back on the car, to square it up and weld it solid, make sure everything's in the right place, and then we can go back to the door skin. And we're back to where we were week before last, was it? Or was it last week? I don't know. When back to drilling spot welds out of that bit, getting all the old stuff out of the corner. Same here, cleaning all this up, getting rid of the rot, and then get the new door bottom sort of just loosely tacked in, and then get it back on the car, see how it looks. Like so many of these things, they can look pretty good, but then when you start digging, they're not. It's like all this on the inside of the door. It's really like paper thin. Which, if you're ever going to buy an old car, you really want to have a look around the bottom. Ignore all the shiny stuff on the top. See what the door bottoms, the sills, the rockers, the chassis, the bloody everything is like underneath. I'd much rather buy a solid scruffy car than a shiny, bodged, rusty car. But so we're going to take these layers off now. Make a new corner like we did with the other one. Clean up this bit on the inside is a reinforcing piece, so get this rusty bit off it, ready to put the door bottom in, and then loosely tack it, try it on the car, and carry on. So that's the door frame on and lined up best we can, hinges fully tightened, latched, and then just put enough welds on the bottom, the new bottom panel, to hold it where it wants to be, keep everything square. Now I'm going to take it back off again. It's the only drawback with this stuff, there's so much on and offness. But it's part of it. So back off now and see how the skin fits. So it's on. I've just put this clamp on. I mean, it's on loose. You can move it with your finger. A little grippy thing on here just to hold it down. I think there's ever such a slight low here. So I'm probably going to wheel this area a little bit more. But I think it's pretty close. I'll just wheel those two bits. I didn't film it, partly because I forgot and partly because you probably don't need to see me wheeling over and over again anyway. So now I think we're gonna fold the edges and start getting it ready to fit. Need to trim the top edge where the door, where it'll weld to the original piece, but yeah, time is against us. Let's get on with it. So that was a good day's work. To be honest, I wasn't expecting to get the bottom in, the door skin wheeled, the door skin fitted, and the door probably 90% done now. Still got the front corner to do. I've got to spot weld all this sort of stuff back together and make this corner, and then I can hammer the skin over that. Got to just shape this a little bit and spot weld that on, and the same down here. And finish hammering the skin round properly. But it's come out pretty good, I think.